Hi, Victoria Rivera, Wellness Psychotherapist in New York City, and welcome to Mental Health Wellness Wednesday. Happy New Year. It is going to be the new year on Friday, which is kind of amazing and crazy all at the same time. This year went by very quickly, and there was so many things that happened this year that no one could have ever predicted how this year was going to turn out. Unfortunately, there was a lot of losses, a lot of anger, a lot of frustration, and tons of fear about what was to happen and what was going to happen to us. And again, we always talk about how our brains don't like uncertainty. This year definitely challenged it. So, I want you to take a few moments and sit with your journal. Hopefully you have one or a piece of paper, and just write down everything that you struggled with this year. Write down all the things that have happened, all the losses, all the challenges that you had, and write down your feelings about it. Each challenge, write down those feelings and think about that feeling that you had. Connect to it and be able to just really feel it and feel it in your body. And that should take you some time. And then after you're done with that, I want you to, on the other side of the paper or in your journal, to write down all the things that actually surprised you, that went well this year. Did you notice that you had a lot more resilience than you thought you had? Were you able to find spots and times in moments that you were grateful for? Did you become closer to people? Did you feel like you could appreciate yourself and push yourself and do things that you never thought you could be able to do? I sit back and I look at this year, and my business is obviously improved. Unfortunately, fortunately, in the sense, actually no, fortunately, it's fortunate because on many levels. One is that I get to help people, and then that's my passion. But two is that people were actually able to ask for help and feel okay about asking for help, and feel okay with having feelings of anxiety or stress or insomnia or anger and fear and sadness, and actually talk about it. I think that was probably the biggest thing that I took away from this year, is that we all felt in some way, shape, or form these feelings throughout this year. No one was immune to this at any point. And I think that what this year did do for us, it was allowing us to connect to the feelings that we have. And they're not just feelings that we have because of this year. These are old feelings too that got triggered from what happened this year, particularly around loss. And you could see that with everything. People were really trying to connect with each other, be of service in some way, to give. I can feel that feeling. It's much deeper for people, a sense of community. Some people really were able to just surprise themselves, and that was, I think, probably the most amazing thing that I witnessed over this year. So taking those moments, both the good, the bad, the ugly, and just sitting with them and sitting with your feelings and processing them. And then I want you to also take a moment and be grateful that you are in wherever you are in the present moment. And, if you're well, you're almost 90% there. If you have a job, if you have people who love and care about you, a community that you're connected to, you really have a lot to be grateful for this year. And I think that that's something that we have to remind ourselves and remind our brain, because our brain can go to, oh my God, what a shit year, blah, blah, blah. And it's okay, because it was. It definitely was. And then for next year, what we learned about from this year is that nothing is guaranteed, and we can have goals for 2021, and maybe we'll get to them, maybe we won't. But being able to cultivate that sense of resilience, that sense of connecting with yourself and your emotions, both your physical body and your emotional and psychological self, and being able to connect with other people. And so I would highlight those as goals for 2021 to continue to work on, given that we don't know what it's going to look like. I hope that you have a happy new year. Thank you so much for staying with me this whole time, for joining me recently. I really appreciate it. And, look, life is not easy. Just talked to a patient today. We were just talking about how being a human is so hard. And I know that this, some people are going to be shaking their heads being like, whatever. It's hard. It's hard. This is not an easy thing. We are placed in this world. We have no idea why. And we are given these two amazing people, if we're lucky, to raise us, who don't know why they were placed here either. And we are trying to just figure out how to do our best in this world. And it's not an easy thing. And having support and having people that you love and care about in your life is so important. And being as connected to yourself as much as possible. And I know that that's a difficult thing. It's also a difficult thing to trust people and to connect with people, especially if those two people that you were raised by or had some issues very early on. Totally understandable why it's harder for you to do that. But anyways, it's still something that we're working on. It's a day-to-day struggle. And we're making progress on a daily basis as we continue to proceed and move in this life that's not so easy. All right, I hope that's helpful. I hope next year we will continue the journey together. Please feel free to connect with me, direct message me if you have any comments or anything like that. Need any questions, you want more information about how I can help you, or just more information about a specific issue that you might be struggling with, then please feel free to reach out. Thank you so much and have a happy new year.